This three-part video series on what works for Sanctuary for Children is for those who want Sanctuary for Children to be part of their lives. These videos are for those individuals or organizations thinking of going on a trip to Trinidad, moving to Trinidad to be part of this ministry, or just volunteering to help in a children's event. As these videos and the other videos on this website explain, this ministry does not operate like most ministries. Forget what you think you know and let God teach you. Even if you never become part of Sanctuary for Children, this lesson teaches you how to live and how to serve the Lord wherever He may want you. We don't tell God what we are going to do and ask Him to bless it. We ask Him and He tells us. I and many others know how true this is and how well it works. We don't make the plans, we obey them. This video speaks about the connection between the weekly prayer ministry and Sanctuary for Children. Prayer and Sanctuary for Children are inseparable. Most Christians are not familiar with the kind of prayer this ministry is built on. It is prayer to listen to God's voice so we will know what to do next. Praying together with us in this way is essential for anyone to become involved. You cannot just decide to show up and then learn. The Lord must prepare you with us in prayer. Our best is worthless to God. Our wisdom is foolishness to Him. God's way is the only way that works. He tells us what to do in prayer. If you're not connected with us in prayer to get instructions from the Lord, how will you know what to do? For many years, the Lord has kept us busy with child evangelism events. This is what I have seen and learned from the trips to Trinidad and children's events we have conducted. Some people brought children to Jesus for Him to place His hands on them and to pray for them, but the disciples scolded the people. Jesus said, "Let the little children come to me and do not stop them, because the kingdom of heaven belongs to such as these." This scripture is a great example of what well-meaning adults can do to hinder God's work. Remember, these are Jesus' closest disciples doing the wrong thing. If the close disciples did not understand the ministry of Jesus, can you imagine volunteers who have not been with Jesus? If those close to the Lord do not understand, those who are not involved are not equipped to help. In these children's events, I have seen the children effectively kept away from Jesus by adults acting in these ways. Adults talking among themselves while the children are trying to listen. Adults encouraging children to be cute and childish. Adults wanting to include every child, no matter how small, no matter how wild, so these children can distract others. Adults wanting to teach or take over. Adults pushing children aside, moving in to hear for themselves. These problems often come from one-time volunteers or adults coming with the children. If Jesus' closest disciples did not understand, how can we expect adults not close to this ministry to understand? This ministry is obedience to specific assignments God gives us in prayer. God's desire is to build Christian strongholds all over Trinidad through the fatherless children. This will be accomplished not by powerful, wealthy, intelligent, educated people, but by the power of prayer, and specifically the power of praying children. In order to be equipped for this ministry, we must first be together in the prayer ministry. Second, those in the prayer ministry must come as a child. It is hard for adults to be as open to understanding the Lord as children are. We are saying God gives us specific instructions in prayer. Some people have already decided that although God did this all through the Bible, that God does not work this way today. These people are welcome to the prayer ministry. God gives them free will as to whether they will ever believe that God would give specific instructions to another person or to them. Salvation is between you and the Lord. Once you receive salvation, God also gives you free will as to how you live. But Jesus had this to say, and there is much more like it all through the Bible. If you love me, keep my commands. Whoever finds their life will lose it, and whoever loses their life for my sake will find it. Those who think they know something do not yet know as they ought to know. These are a few of the verses that help us to understand what it means to come as a child. The Bible has much more to say about the attitude of accepting God on His terms. His ways are so much higher than our ways. Those wanting to help with Sanctuary for Children cannot simply be occasional individual volunteers or churches wanting to be involved. They must be committed with us as a part of the prayer ministry first. Second, they must come as a child. I will bring that group through the fire and make them pure. I will refine them like silver and purify them like gold. They will call on my name, and I will answer them. I will say, 'These are my people,' and they will say, 'The Lord is our God.'"
Thank you, God, for giving us book because we can read and learn it and help and them and thank you for the food and friends. Say, Amen.